Hello, model car builders. This is the Novice Builder. I hope this video finds you well and safe. Wanted to share some information. I've had a few questions about the use of acrylics and how to work with them. I wanted to share information with you because all of you are kind enough to share information with me, basically. So I appreciate the information and suggestions I have received from your videos. First of all, why even bother or use acrylics? Well, on a personal level, my circumstances. I don't have the circumstances to use enamels or lacquers because of the fumes and the odor. I do have a spray booth, but it's in the office on a one-level home, so I'm not able to use those lacquers and enamels. Also, because personally I like how much easier it is to clean up your equipment. I use to clean up my equipment a few drops of purple power and a few drops of window washer fluid with a drop of Dawn dish soap and alcohol. That's what I use to clean my airbrush. Cleans it quickly, no odor of the thinner and such. So that's why I like why I have found I liked using acrylics. How do I mix them? I mix them about half and half is what I do with this reducer, acrylics reducer. I mix it about half and half. I pre-mix the reducer, half and half with reducer and window washer fluid, hence the blue tint you can see in it. Why do I do that? This does have some odor to it, and also it's expensive. It's about $14 a bottle, so I mix it that way, goes further, and it doesn't affect the colors or how they react when you spray them. And also wanted to share that spraying acrylics I have found is very different, or can be very different, from spraying enamels and lacquers. I've seen paint jobs done in 2 or 3 coats with enamels and lacquers, depending on the method you use. Some still spray with several coats with enamels or lacquers, but some do spray their enamels and lacquers in a few coats. That does not work with acrylics. The way to put down acrylics, I have found the best way, is putting down several coats. This one probably took 10 coats of paint on this particular build here, the 70 Challenger TA, I think it is. What I was going for is the competition green. I don't know if I accomplished it. I really don't think I did, but that's what I was going for here. I think it's closer to the bright lime green of the 72 Challenger RT for this color. But what I used on this, believe it or not, I tried it, is this dollar store acrylic for $1.25. And worked. I was surprised. It worked pretty well for me. I mix it, like I say, I don't know if I mentioned it, forgive me, about to the consistency of 2% milk. More or less, sometimes depending on the quality, you have to do a little thicker or thinner, but that's about how I mix my acrylics. You can use also these high-end acrylics. This one is $5, the acrylics, very good product, good pigment. That's what I use for my Ford F100 here. Very good quality acrylics. And I mix it the same way. Sometimes I will use something like this, an acrylic Deco Art Metallics. These, you can get them on sale for $1.50. They're usually about $2.50, but you can get them on sale for $1.50, and I've used these also for paints, acrylics, and had good results. And as I mentioned, the cleanup is pretty easy on this. This is my premix here of the reducer that I put in a smaller bottle. I put the paint in the small cups and add this slowly and get the consistency I like. On this particular build, I do use a few enamels. I use this enamel Krylon. I like that particular color. I got that at Hobby Lobby because it's not really a flat or a semi-gloss. It's more of a satin. And I liked it for the hood and the front and the back. And that's what I used to get the black. Forgive me. And if you notice here, sometimes these areas here are hard to tape off when you're going to do the color of the body. First I painted this black, and I found, well, how am I going to tape that off to do the rest? In a few builds I've been using this tack, these poster tack. Here I have a package here, I have a package here of poster tack I use, and I used a combination of tape and poster tack. You can see the shape of it here, to cover that up and spray that the green on the body. On the back, this area here, you can see the poster tack. I filled that in there, kind of straightened it out. That's how I covered that to spray the back. I will have some touch-up, as you can see, that I'll need to do, but that's how I was able to accomplish that. And wanted to share those points with you. I used the tape, before I forget, to tape around the body and do the black first. And then I filled in with the poster tack to spray the main body color. And you can use pretty much any airbrush. This is my Iwata, $60 Iwata airbrush to do these. But I can't emphasize enough that you have to be patient, and it takes several coats. Just to note, the first coats are not going to look good. You're going to think this is terrible. And when you do the first coats, it'll look like leopard dots all over. But don't let that discourage you. You have to build up the color. As I mentioned, this is about 10 coats, if I recall right, to get it to this point. But acrylics dry very fast. So you can even spray on the initial coat and then just use air only to flash dry it. It dries in about a minute. You can go on to the next coat and build up the color. After on this particular build, I got the color done, let it dry. It took about an hour to dry, and then I did the clear coat with this low odor clear finish to get the clear coat on that in this color. So let me know what you think about this. I also did this AMT Ranchero kit, a recent AMT Ranchero kit, with this particular color of aqua. $1.25 at the dollar store. So did it the same way. I think the base on this particular build is white. The base on this, just so you know, on the Challenger was silver, the base coat, and acrylic silver and acrylic white on the Ranchero. Went over the top of it. It came out flat. When you spray it, both of them looked flat, and then I clear coated it with a low odor clear coat. This is the results I got with that, and this is the results I got with the other acrylic. There are some boogers, as we say, in that I'm going to have to polish out. Those are almost inevitable to get some, but wanted to share those points with you. I hope they help, and if you have any questions or observations, please let me know. Thank you, and be safe.